out next week, start this week. Hope that recorded right. Yeah, brought to you by American taxpayers paying government people just enough money to keep my ass at work late all week. So I'll make this quick. Well, maybe not so quick, but yeah, let's get going. So hope everyone had is pretty much boom or bust this week. I think there was one close game. My close game, I think it was like 20 points, 25 points. I think it's the closest we got. Yeah, probably in the neighborhood of 20 points. So yeah, real boom or bust. We'll break it down going forward. Thank you everyone for paying me. Yay, awesome. Good job, guys. That was great. It makes my life a lot easier. Unless I worry about stuff that matters, like fantasy football and stuff like that. And yeah, just keeps it going. Thank you again so much. Also set your lineups tonight. Game starting here in probably another hour or so. It's a good one. Vikings tonight. Vikings and Rams, I believe. So yeah, a lot of people will be in action. I know my team will be. Hopefully Vikings come back a little bit. But yeah, so let's jump right into it. Jumping into my game with Matt, where I got thumped, and I think anyone with a Vikings player came up a little peeved and pissed off this week. I know I did, especially with Kirk Cousins and Adam Thielen. Stephon Diggs didn't do much. I have Rudolph in a lot of my league. It was just bad. Good win to Matt. Matt actually put up the top number, 154 this week. Looking into it, I still have a really bad running back problem. You know what I don't have is a receiver problem. So if you want to make a trade, start looking at me, start looking at my roster. I need help in a big way at running back. But my receivers usually get the job done. It's really why I'm sitting here at 2-1 right now. But yeah, I know my running backs did not pull it, but my quarterback with 13 points and a receiver, with 19, so not terrible, but he's got to do better than that, top to bottom. Matt, on the other hand, Jimmy Garoppolo put up great points, even though his legs were toothpick and pop. He's gone. So that'll be interesting going forward. Todd Gurley doing what Todd Gurley does. Jordan Howard putting up good numbers. It was just good. Kelsey doing good. Jarvis Landry for Cleveland. Cleveland, I hate to say it, but with Baker Mayfield back there, some of their key offensive players might be actually fantasy relevant. So if you have some Browns players stashed on your bench, pay attention to them. Because who knows what's going to happen starting this week. So real quick, good win for Matt. I got pretty thumped, and I think a lot of people who lost that week, that's kind of the thing. It was most of these games were well in hand, well early on into Sunday. It was not very fun. I'm noticing a trend. So I'm in 3 different leagues. Commissioner of this one. When Auburn wins, whether how they play good or bad, I usually shit the bed on Fantasy Fun Sunday. And when we shit the bed on Saturday, i.e. LSU, I go 3-0 handily, so I'm torn. It's hard. Not really. War damn. But yeah, jumping down to Will and BMO. BMO 3-0, putting it on Will, kind of. But yeah, so this was a pretty low-scoring game overall. Will putting up 68. I know that's kind of towards the bottom, but again, I can't rag on Will because he always ends up there at the end. So we'll see what's he's cooking for us. But yeah. Tom Brady putting up single digits. That's very uncharacteristic. I don't know how you say that name for Indiana's running back. He did not do you any favors, but I know Marlon Mack is coming back. I think I just dropped him. If y'all want dibs, I don't know. Randall Cobb got hurt. Green Bay's kind of been what you would think is their offensive powerhouses have started uncharacteristically slow this year. Patriots, Vikings, even Deshaun Watson, who is the second coming, is after the ACL. He's just playing scared right now. So it's kind of weird to get a kind of a feel on everybody. You switching over to BMO, he gets the solid win, but kind of the same thing. Aaron Rodgers puts up 30. But a lot of low numbers there. Golden Tate put up 9. Half PPR league, he should be getting more points than that week to week, in my opinion. Amari Cooper, that's again, I've put up with him too many times. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know. There's a clips out there of him giving up on a play after an interception was thrown, giving up on a route. Derek Carr, who was once a league MVP candidate, has not shown flashes of that at all in recent, going back to last season, well into this one. So BMO gets a good win here. Scoring only 101 points, that would have lost probably 3 or 4 other games depending on who you've been playing. So hopefully the offensive numbers will rebound back there. But BMO moving to 3-0. BMO and B Wade both tied at 3-0. But we'll get back to that in a second. Jumping down to Brennan and Chris. Both teams with Chris getting the loss, Brennan getting the win. Both teams go to 2-1 there. That's good. Big Ben, that Monday night game was nuts. I think Steelers should have lost that game. Yeah, just the way they played the second half, it was bad. Tampa Bay deserved it. That's just my opinion. But here we are. Things are relevant. Kenyon Drake, that sucks. Brennan, 2 points. Nelson Aguilar, so Carson Wentz getting back. Eagles, that's going to be one to watch. Eagles have a lot of firepower. JJ Ajayi's all banged up. I'm hoping to get him back in my lineup. He's supposed to be coming back. But we'll see. With Carson Wentz back at the wheel there might be a little adjustment period to go with that. Mohamed Sanu for Atlanta. Everyone kind of jokes on him, especially with Calvin Ridley and Julio back there. He put up good numbers this week. That's high for him, in my opinion. Michael Thomas doing what he does best, 20 points. Vikings D, despite getting blown the hell out in the first half of that game, letting Buffalo hang 27 on them, puts a respectable 8. Yeah, overall, pretty good. 114, definitely a good score. Chris, not failing to break 100. Let's see what went wrong there. Deion Lewis, Tennessee. Tennessee running back situation still sucks. You got Deion Lewis, you got Derrick Henry, you got a beat up quarterback. You're going to have teams loading the box. Not a good time to be a Tennessee Titan running back. That's going to be very tough sledding until Marcus Mariota or Blake Gabbert, whoever's going to be the starting quarterback, gets 100%. Start getting the ball. I know Corey Davis is a big one. Rashad Matthews, get the ball just out to them. Another one, big one, Gronk. Yes, Brady's struggling. Patriots as a whole are struggling. We'll see if that continues to be the case. But yeah, 7 points with Gronk. 4th draft spot. Not going to get it done. Chris playing a bowl Jets D, which lost, but ended up getting 10 points. You can't complain there. Mason Crosby getting up 6. But yeah, real struggling there is, well, and Tyreek Hill too. Yeah, but Mahomes gunslinging it. I mean, there's a lot of mouth to feed now in Kansas City. That bodes well going for the future. Kansas City has no defense whatsoever, so I envision them getting into a lot of shootout situations. So while Tyreek Hill, yeah, had a tough week, I have him in another one of my leagues. Game script definitely favors him going forward as Mahomes can sling it. But people are going to be scoring points on the Chiefs. So hopefully that will stay the case. And we will see how he progresses for Chris the rest of the season. Jumping to Riley and Colin. Now it came to my attention that Colin, apparently I'm not giving enough love to him. Maybe when he loses, maybe when he wins. I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the pants off just so I can just let it all air out versus Colin. Oh, Colin getting the win. So amazing. So amazing. This feels so good right now that Colin won 125-93, getting his first win on the season, I think. You're 1-2. I don't know if it... Yeah, 1-2. Yeah, get your first win. That's so nice. So nice. So let's look at Colin's team. Alex Smith putting up 23. Kind of the game manager tag, following him to Washington, but putting up good numbers. I don't think we've seen Washington's offense start this hot in a long time. David Johnson kind of bouncing back. Still like to see more than 14 points from him, but I think he's a lot better than last week. Cardinals continue to struggle. We'll see what Rosen, I believe he's getting a start now, if that will change with him. Adrian Peterson, wow, 24 points. Like I said, Washington offense. It's moving. Alex Smith's got him moving. Jesse James at tight end, that was tough because Vance McDonald just ran house all over Tampa Bay in that first half and a little bit in the second half as well. That'll be interesting to see what that split is between Jesse James and Vance McDonald going forward. Colin, might want to keep an eye on that. Yeah, that 1.2 is definitely, that may be a trend going forward. Now, going over to Riley, who also moved to 1-2 on this season. Blake Bortles, yeah, that was just an ugly game. Yeah, Tennessee, it was 6-9. It was like the LSU Bama National Championship. Not a lot of offense there, which is surprising since they moved the ball pretty well on the Patriots last week. But we'll see. It was that Jacksonville being awesome or the Patriots being bad. We'll see. Let that sample size grow. Christian McCaffrey doing what he does best. Again, half PPR benefits the hell out of him. Good draft pick. He's getting his. James Conner for Pitt. Le'Veon Bell, who? He stepped in that role and done really well. Ben loves to hand it off to him, loves to pass to him. He's going to get his week in and week out. That was a weird game script, again, for the Pittsburgh game. James Conner definitely got his at the end, but they went up so big, so early, and then kind of went into autopilot there in the second half, kind of throwing short passes, like just dives up the middle, not really weird. So we'll see when the Steelers play a full game how that'll affect it. Again, like I mentioned earlier, Vikings offense, everybody sucked. Stephon Diggs only put up 3 points. That'll probably be a season low for him. It was just a bad day to be a Vikings fan or have Vikings people on your fantasy team. It was just not good. Other than that, pretty mediocre through the board. High single digits for a couple of players. Matt Prater for Detroit. Detroit, Kerryon Johnson breaking the 100-yard score, 100-yard rusher drought that goes back to Thanksgiving. Well, like a long time, like an embarrassingly long time ago for Detroit. So good for Kerryon, good for him. Wardam, not enough to get ride victory over Colin. Oh, Colin. So moving right along, put my pants back on, but I won't. B-Wade going to 3-0 over Steve. This was another pretty low-scoring matchup, 114 to 74. That's very uncharacteristic of our team, especially from Steve. Came in last year, put up huge offensive numbers. B-Wade did the same. So, again, going back to that Monday night game, I know I talked about it a lot. B-Wade with Ryan Fitzmagic really carried him on this one. 35 points. That second half was just insane. Mike Evans, who was it, Marquise Godwin, yeah, like he was dropping balls on everybody. It was nuts. Melvin Gordon, that was a fun little game to watch on Sunday afternoon. Chargers versus the Ram, Battle of LA. That was a lot of offense in that game. Everyone kind of got theirs. Melvin Gordon no different. Tevin Coleman got his, but Devontae Freeman's still out. Again, running back situation, horrible. Tevin Coleman's the guy. I know Ito Smith is still kind of creeping in there a little bit, but Tevin Coleman definitely getting his red zone looks, getting the passes. Yeah, great to go. Deshaun Jackson definitely regressed a little bit this week. I know he's putting up stupid numbers, especially kind of for his age, and he's kind of been fantasy irrelevant here for the past 4 or 5 seasons, I feel like. But still got 5. I mean, he still got his there late in the game. Yeah, that game script was weird. It was very weird. OBJ bouncing back. Allen Robinson, still butthurt about him yeah, for a couple seasons ago. But yeah, I mean, he got a few points. Ertz pretty low again. That goes back to Wentz running that Eagles offense again. It'll not be an adjustment period. Speaking of Wentz, Steve had that. Let's have him 14.5 points. I'm hoping that will increase greatly. Burkhead going down. Another ding to the Patriots. Not good. Theo Riddick, props to you for starting a Detroit running back. Again, I love Kerryon, all he's doing, but that running back by committee situation is just a hot mess in Detroit right now. Julio, definitely, I'm glad he got 12 points, to be honest with you. Calvin Ridley was the man to beat in that game. And I think he was sitting on Matt's bench, which was great. I mean, Matt blew me out, but that's just one less reason that I didn't got blown out. Whatever. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, who I have on my bench, is definitely cutting into Keenan Allen's targets for the better. Again, definitely possible trade target. But yeah, there is a lot of mouths to feed in LA Charger flavor. Yeah, Phillip Rivers, there's a lot of mouths to feed. So that always look at them as a boom or bust. Redskins D went well. And then Gould for San Francisco, good 7 points for them. So yep, that breaks those down. So yeah, but both a lot of room for improvement on both those teams. Pretty low scoring affair, but at the same time, a win's a win. Would have been really squirrely if Brennan and B-Wade played, and Brennan would have gotten the win by a 10th of a point, and I'm sure y'all would have filed some like review or runoff or whatever we're going to do, and I have to look at scoring, make sure there's no corrections and all their fun stuff. So I'm glad we didn't play each other. So yay. What looks like the only semi-close game this week between Nick and Matthew. Matthew puts up the second highest score of the week at 147. Nick coming in at 122. But overall, like as you probably heard, like both these teams, if they weren't playing each other, probably would have won a lot of games against a lot of teams this week. So I really think that's just bad luck for Nick. I mean, Matthew Stafford got his. Marshawn Lynch did him. Crowell, who I hate, but can't deny he's getting points right now. Mike Evans, again, that Monday night game. I mean, it was a free-for-all if you're a big offensive player. Yeah, the kicker getting 12 points. Everyone did their job except for Chris Thompson, Washington running back. But, I mean, even then, Larry Fitzgerald, yeah. Again, Cardinals, you're a hot mess right now. Get your stuff together. But, yeah, I mean, Nick, good. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I'll keep the same lineup ready to go next week. Matthew, the same thing. Kamara, Saints, again, that was just a shootout with the Falcons. Great game. Yeah, it was just offense galore. Alex Collins doing great. James White, definitely looking to him more now that Rex Burkhead has gone down. AJ Green, he'll bounce back from 8 points. I mean, Matthew, these numbers could go up. Will Fuller, definitely emerging as a Texans threat. We know we got DeAndre Hopkins, but Deshaun Watson's a little up and down right now, but I think he'll settle out. I think that's a good grab. Evan Ingram, he's out. I don't really know. I've not looked into what his injury is. I'll do it real quick. Let's see. Considered week to week MCL sprain. Excuse me. So yeah, so I might want to go fishing on the waiver wire for a tight end. Don't pick up Jesse James, just my opinion. But yeah, Bears D. Again, Cardinals, you're a hot mess. Bears D took advantage of it. Khalil Mack, oh my goodness, 21 points. Will Lutz, again, offensive shootout with the Falcons, 15 points. Yeah. Matt and Matthew, Matt and Matt derivatives, or Matthew and Matthew derivatives. It's the larger one first. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got it done. So that's about it for me. I know this is running late. I'll wrap it up here. But yes, get your lineups in. It's going to be a fun Thursday night if you don't have anything better to do. I know I'll be watching it while doing laundry or some weird crap. But yeah, hope you have a great week, and I will hopefully get y'all a recap at a more appropriate time Monday or Tuesday. See ya.